everyone. So you can see the lighting in my room, it stopped working, so I have this new lighting. It's kind of yellow, but I'll have to deal with it for now. So today I wanted to make another one of these 5 positive things about blah blah blah. So I'm gonna talk about 5 positive things about friendships. Okay, so the first thing is that friends are your extended family, right? You don't really have a choice who you grow up with. But with your friends, you can choose your friends and then they can become your family. Which is really nice for some people because, not everyone is fortunate enough to have like a supportive family. So it's kind of like having a second family, which is really nice for a lot of people. So the second thing is that you don't really have to impress your friends. Like not in the way people do with dating, because with dating you have to impress somebody, you have to go above and beyond to what you normally are, just to get their attention. But with friends, you don't really have to do that. You just have to have something in common, and all of a sudden you can become friends. Friendship is less work. Okay, so the third thing, which is kind of related to that, what I said before, the nice thing about not having to impress your friends like the way you would if you want to date somebody is that they accept you for who you are. If there's something wrong with your friend, or if something you don't like, a lot of people, they call out their friends on it. But if you're dating someone, you have that pressure of depending on the kind of relationship you have and how secure you are as a person. Some people, they feel like, I can't tell this person that they have this wrong with them because then they'll break up with me and I have to, all this stuff that's really complicated. But with friends, you don't have to worry about that. Friends accept you for who you are, and if you're dating someone, you see them through a much more rose-colored lens, if that makes sense. Now, the fourth positive thing about friendships is that friends, they can give you a new point of view on something, because I think we need the different viewpoints sometimes. We need to see both sides of the story. But your friends, they can definitely help you see things a different way, in probably a way that you never thought was possible before. Okay, now the fifth positive thing about friendships is this. You see a lot of this in movies and stories, and basically anybody who's ever paired 2 people together. Are those 2 people together? Oh, they're not together? I wish they were together. It would be so much better if they were together. I'm like, what's wrong with their friendship? I'm not an expert on this, but I feel like a lot of people, they get into relationships because society tells them from a very young age, if you're not in a romantic relationship, or if you're not doing certain things by age 18, then you're a failure in life. Teenagers do not need people telling them that they are less people just because they haven't dated anyone in high school. And they should not feel the pressure to date someone they don't even like just to say, oh, I dated someone, so I'm cool now. It is so stupid. I always hated, when I was in high school, I hated this thing so much. It wasn't drilled into my head, but it was this little hidden pressure because, of course, I watched the stuff I watched when I was younger. Oh my god. There is more to life than just being with someone. It's really annoying because when people break up, they act like the other person doesn't exist anymore. All of a sudden you break up and you're like, I don't know this person. Maybe it's just a shyness thing, or because, I didn't have that many friends growing up, but when someone is in my life, I want to keep them there. I just want to treasure my relationships, so maybe that's why I'm like that. So yeah, that was my video about 5 positive things about friendships. I will have the other 2 positive things about blah 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 in the description, so you can check that out. And if you want to subscribe, you can by clicking the button. So until next time, bye.